Welcome back to Rekt Radio, the one and only show where we dive headfirst into the beautiful, chaotic world of crypto. I'm Sunny, and what a time to be alive! The market is sending some fascinating signals today.
And I'm Cole. I'm here to translate those signals for you. What you call fascinating, I call a 5-alarm fire disguised as a disco. Let's sort through the wreckage before someone gets hurt.
It's not wreckage, it's a renaissance, Cole. And the perfect example is what's happening with PancakeSwap. The community just pushed through a massive proposal to slash the total supply of their cake token. We're talking a reduction from 750 million all the way down to 450 million. That is a huge move.
A huge move of desperation. Let's be real, Sonny. This isn't some stroke of genius, it's emergency deflation. They printed tokens with wild abandon for years, and now that the music is stopping, they're frantically trying to take chairs away to make it look like the room is still full. It's a classic sign of a project trying to manufacture scarcity because organic demand has dried up.
It's strategic monetary policy. This is what decentralization is all about. The community saw that the old tokenomics were too inflationary, so they voted to change them. They are making the asset harder, more sound, and more attractive to hold for the long term. This isn't desperation, it's evolution. It's a direct response to what the market wants: sustainable growth, not endless printing. And the market loves it. The price absolutely surged on the news.
The price surged because a bunch of speculators front-ran a news announcement. The price action isn't a reflection of long-term belief, it's a short-term gamble on a narrative. What happens next month when the sugar rush wears off and people realize it's still just a decentralized exchange in a brutally competitive market? Reducing the supply cap doesn't magically create new use cases or bring in new users. It just makes the existing tokens theoretically scarcer, while the platform itself might be losing relevance.
It's the biggest DEX on the BNB chain. It's not losing relevance, it's solidifying its position by improving its core asset. A harder cap makes the entire ecosystem more robust. It encourages staking, it rewards long-term holders, and it signals to the entire market that PancakeSwap is serious about building sustainable value. This is one of the most bullish things a project can do.
It's a cosmetic change. They're painting the house while the foundations are cracking. It does nothing to address the fundamental problem that the glory days of 2021, when these platforms were minting money, are over. This is just financial engineering to prop up the token price, and it rarely ends well. But I know this all comes down to the king, the one asset that dictates the weather for everyone else. So let's look at the big picture. What are the Bitcoin technicals on TradingView today?
They are telling a story of beautiful, powerful consolidation, Cole. Let's break it down. If you look at the one-day chart, the overall summary from all the indicators combined is a solid neutral.
A neutral summary? That's what you're excited about? Sonny, neutral is the market telling you it has run out of steam. It has no conviction, no direction, and no energy. It's the technical equivalent of a shrug. That is not a bullish sign. It's a sign of profound indecision and exhaustion.
Let me jump in here because you're reading the summary without reading the story. You have to look at the components. Let's start with the oscillators, the tools that measure short-term momentum. They are also sitting at neutral. This is fantastic. It means all the recent speculative froth, the over-leveraged gambling, has been completely flushed out of the system. The market has cooled off.
The market has stalled. The engine is off. The buyers have gone home. That's what neutral momentum means. It's a flat line.
Exactly. It's a perfect, quiet foundation. Because now, look at the most important part of the dashboard, the moving averages. These indicators measure the deep, powerful underlying trend of the market over time. And what if they say, Cole? They are flashing a clear and undeniable neutral as well.
So everything is neutral. The short term, the long term, the summary. It's a sea of beige. You're celebrating the fact that the market is showing zero signs of life on any time frame. This is the most bearish neutral I have ever seen. There is no underlying strength to fall back on. There's no momentum. The market is just sitting there, probably before it rolls over and dies.
You see a flat line, I see the most perfect equilibrium imaginable. The market has found its exact fair price. The short-term sellers are gone, the long-term buyers are holding strong. This isn't exhaustion, it's a perfect balance point. It's the market coiling up with quiet, controlled energy. This is the definition of a stable floor being built before the next explosive launch. It's not chaotic, it's not overextended, it's just ready.
It's ready for a push in either direction. And when a market that has just had a huge run-up stalls like this, that push is almost always down. This isn't a launch pad, Sonny. It's a plateau at a very high altitude where the air is getting thin. The market is taking a breather before it keels over from oxygen deprivation. This is a massive warning sign.
That's all for this episode of Rekt Radio. I see a market that has found its footing and is building a base for an incredible future. The conviction is quiet, but it's there. Stay bullish.
And I see a market that's completely dead in the water, with no buyers in sight. Don't mistake a lack of a pulse for a meditative state. Protect your capital out there. You've been listening to Rekt Radio.